Puneet here with giving us the full story with regard to Olectra to kind of round up that perspective on what the Maharashtra Transport Minister has also said. Puneet.
Well, thank you for that, Harsh, and definitely the introduction, as you rightly mentioned, 5,150 buses is the award that's been cancelled by the Maharashtra government. There are three key aspects also that I want to highlight for Olectra Greentech. This is 50% of the company's current order book of roughly 10,200 buses. So it's a huge cancellation that's come in. This order was given to the company in July of 2023, and I think my colleague Tushar might have asked those questions as well. Over the essentially the next 2 years until May of 2025, none of the very small number of those buses have come in. What's also interesting is that they had revised the order. It was estimated that they'll at least deliver 1,000 buses by May 22nd of 2025. And none of that has also been completed, and hence the cancellation coming through now. I also just want to highlight that they have as of now not made any notice currently on the exchanges, so that will be something to watch out for at this point of time. When you look at the other key aspects, that each bus has a contract cost of roughly 1.75 crore according to company, which it mentioned in the Q3 conference call. Just taking a simple multiplication with roughly 5,000 buses, that gets the order value to 9,000 crores, which the company has now lost. Currently, I also want to highlight that, in this aspect, the cumulative orders, of course, include these 10,000 buses. But in terms of production also, that is the second key question. The company only has a production capacity of 1,200 vehicles annually. So even to complete these 10,000 orders, the company would actually have to, complete them over the next 8 years. It will take them that amount of time to complete those orders as well. And this is again another key, staggering fact. They've only sold roughly around 500 vehicles over the last 2 years per annum at a time where their order book was 10,000 crores. And it doesn't seem they've invested enough to make a manufacturing capacity enough to even sell those orders back to the Maharashtrian government, as mentioned. Current capacity also, it's hovering around that number as well, and that is, although we're still awaiting what was the final number sold by the company in the presentation. But again, a very, very dull aspect as well. Finally, I just want to also highlight one key aspect that the company released its Q4 earnings yesterday, and the numbers were largely strong again. They've scheduled their conference call on tomorrow post market hours at 4:30, and there will be some of the key questions to answer. But largely, Olectra Greentech, not being able to fulfill those orders, and possible cancellation, as mentioned by my colleague, it should be coming soon.
Right. Thanks for that, Puneet, but stay with us. Quick question. Puneet, do you believe that capacity addition or ramp up, is that visible in an Olectra Green? Because you say that just about 550 to 600 odd buses delivered this year. Now, when I'm looking at top line, it's at around 1,800 crore. You're saying a 9,000 crore order cancelled. And therefore, I'm assuming the order book size to be around 15 to 18,000 odd crore. And capacity ramp up, how quickly is that happening? Do you have absolutely any insight on that?
They had mentioned in the previous conference call that they want to double their capacity to 2,400 to 3,000 vehicles per annum in just the next 6 months. So there should have been some capacity additions as of now. The key aspect will be visible in the presentation that will come tomorrow on the exchanges, because the conference call is scheduled tomorrow. So it just comes before that. But Harsh, to be honest, that number just seems a little bit bigger than the company can chew, because 1,200 has been achieved per annum over the last 5 years. So definitely to double that capacity. So they've mentioned 2,400 as an incremental addition to the 1,200 right now. So definitely it seems that they are on to increasing capacity, but I think the street will wait for more comments in the conference call.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Puneet. And of course, that is our stock of the day as well.